Yeah, they're in good spirits, as you can see. It's a pretty good session today, good hit out, obviously with the 20s as well. There's a bit of intent there from the young boys, which gives a bit of intensity into the session. It's exactly what we want with the weekend off. Robbie Henshaw, he'll be fit to train next week. Gary Ringrose, we'll just assess how he is progressing over the weekend, and we'll see where we're at next week with him. Yeah, it's great to be getting players back. You know, it's nice to get a boost throughout the Six Nations. Obviously at the start of the Six Nations, when you have a couple of injuries like that, it could be a bit of a loss, but for fresh guys to come back in and hopefully in good spirits, it'll give everyone a boost.
And are you pleased with Ireland's defensive resilience against Scotland? One line break, I think, the whole match?
Pleased. I think, you know, I'm pretty honest, and we've had a good meeting this morning. There was a lot of good, because the reason I say a lot of good is that, you know, even before the game, we highlighted to the boys that the threats of the Scottish attack, and they are a dynamic attacking team who cause a lot of people, a lot of teams, a lot of problems. So to keep them to a stat like that, and you know, the one intercept try is pretty pleasing. But the stats sometimes don't tell the full story. There's plenty of things that we did well, but plenty of things that we can improve on, which is good going forward.
Andy, does this Six Nations just feel a bit different, knowing you'll be head coach this time next year?
Not at all. When you're in it, it's full steam ahead with the job in hand, the day job, you know. So no, the Six Nations are always just the same, you know. It's a brilliant competition, very intense, emotional roller coasters everywhere, and no, it's exactly the same as what it's been over the last 6 years for me.
When did you find out that you were becoming the next Ireland head coach?
Not too long before that. Not too long before that. Yeah, it's a great moment, obviously. As I said in the statement, proud and privileged to be asked to take over after such a brilliant coach like Joe. You know, I'm fortunate enough as well that I get a bit of time to keep on learning in the meantime. But yeah, it's a massive honour to be given the opportunity. Why? Because it's a privilege to be involved with a group. You know, the people that we've got, the players, the staff, the players. Are great people to work with, and I feel where we're going in the future is a bright place as well.
How do you think you change, or what do you do better from working with Joe?
Well, you're learning all the time, and you, no matter who you're working with, and the experience that you go through together, you know, whether it be the losses, or whether it be a poor performance, or whether it be the wins, you're learning constantly all the time, you know. And what you get when you're in our environment, you get to share those ideas, and we tend to give quite a lot of feedback to each other, etc. So you're learning constantly all the time, you know, and that obviously shapes the way that you think and learn on the run.
Have you become a better coach than you could with Joe?
Well, let's hope so. Of course I have, 100%.
Did you have any doubts, or was it a straight up yes?
Oh, absolutely no doubts whatsoever. It was a very easy decision.
You disappointed Sean O'Brien won't be a part of that?
Well, you know what? When you lose a player like Shawnee, no matter what, in what situation, whether it be through injury or he decides to move on to pastures new, it's always going to be a wrench for everyone, really. But you know, I'm chuffed for him. You know, he's happy with the move, and we've had a good chat about it, and I'm chuffed for him about the next part of his career and where he's going to go with that as well.